I'm Richard Southern in the 680 newsroom, looking back at some of the big business news stories of the past week. Wasn't such a hot, shortened trading week for Bay Street. The TSX lost ground this week. Big fluctuations for oil. OPEC, the oil cartel, extended its oil production cutbacks into next year, but investors were hoping for more to balance the market. We also had the banks reporting earnings, and generally that actually went pretty good. BMO missed the mark, and that stock fell, but TD, Royal, and CIBC all reported very big profits. In fact, Royal had revenue of $10.3 billion for the last 3 months. All right, meantime, it's something we're trying here in the province of Ontario, testing out. Now, Mark Zuckerberg, the Facebook founder and CEO, is joining those calling for a universal basic income. On Thursday evening, Zuckerberg gave the commencement address at Harvard University, and he said children that need to support households don't have the foundation he did.
We all know you don't get successful just by having a good idea or working hard. You get successful by being lucky, too. If I had to support my family growing up instead of having the time to learn how to code, if I didn't know that I was going to be fine if Facebook didn't work out, then I wouldn't be standing up here today. We should explore ideas like universal basic income to make sure that everyone has a cushion to try new ideas.
Here in Ontario, the government launching a 3-year pilot project in a couple of cities that will see low-income people get just under $17,000 a year. Zuckerberg has a net worth of $61 billion. His parents are both teachers. Bitcoin going bananas. What a week it was for that digital currency. You know, this weekend it actually takes 3,500 Canadian dollars to buy one Bitcoin. It's at an all-time high. It's doubled in the month of May. It's becoming more accepted. Japan recently recognizing Bitcoin as a legal payment method. The other thing at play is Chinese investors are looking to Bitcoin as a safer play outside of their home currency. Well, you may want to check your basement this weekend for some old IKEA pieces. Would you believe some vintage IKEA items are going for huge money? Most of the pieces, of course, are only available for a limited time many years ago. An IKEA Aki sofa made in the 50s recently sold for $3,700. IKEA Temba bookshelves, also from the 50s, selling for $3,900. And IKEA clam chairs made in the 60s recently brought some $35,000 at auction. And experts say there's a big market now for vintage IKEA, believe it or not. Finally, it's the most shocking sign yet that perhaps robots are out to take our jobs. Get a load of this. It's a real-life RoboCop that's on the beat in a Dubai shopping mall. The robot officer has a touch screen that allows shoppers to report crimes or pay traffic violations. The robot will also give directions. He's on the lookout, though, for wanted people. This RoboCop can scan a person's face from 100 feet away. Believe it or not, the Dubai police force hopes to eventually have its entire force made up of 25% robots. In the 680 newsroom, Richard Southern, City News.